I would like to take this opportunity to thank all sponsors and partners who have been supporting the forum since its inception in 2010. I also cordially welcome new members to the MINEX Forum global community. In the next 2 days, we will hear about the latest developments, successful projects, and the best available technologies. We will also discuss the challenges and prospects of managing mineral resources to accelerate the economic and social development of Kazakhstan and other countries of the Central Asian republics. But before we begin, let me remind you what MINEX Forum stands for and what we're trying to achieve. Kazakhstan is endowed with the natural resources, and since its independence in 1991, Kazakhstan has conducted numerous geological exploration studies, adding over 200 deposits of base precious rare earths and ferrous metals. At the same time, newly independent Kazakhstan, like many other former Soviet republics, experienced its first wave of overreaching and failed projects, which made the country temporarily less attractive and desirable to the international investors. The development of the sustainable and globally recognized mining practices in Kazakhstan began in 2010. In the next year, in the same year, the Kazakhstan's leadership stopped the moratorium on issuing new exploration licenses and also made long-term commitments to modernize the mining and geological industry, making it open to both domestic and international investors. So the objective of the MINEX Kazakhstan Forum, which started in 2010, were and still are to provide an unbiased international platform to facilitate the exchange between investors, miners, government agencies, technology companies, in the alignment of Kazakhstan's mining and exploration industry with the world-class management practices and technology. High resource potential and medium investment risks are the key factors in attracting investment in exploration and mining production. And recognizing this, in 2015, Kazakhstan began the transition to the internationally recognized Kryrska standards and started integrating of the Kazakhstan Public Reporting Code for exploration results, mineral resources, and mineral reserves, also known as Kazakh Code. A new subsoil and subsoil use code designed on the Western Australian model was adopted in 2017. In the same year, the International Arbitration Center was created in Astana to guarantee fair and fully independent arbitration for potential investment and business trade disputes. When we were planning the first MINEX Forum in Astana 13 years ago, most of the international events were all about oil and gas. Opportunities in the mining and metal sector in the country were relatively invisible to the wider international community. Ridden with corruption, lack of transparency, and wheeler-dealing, Kazakhstan mining scared many international investors. But since 2010, the business climate in the industry has dramatically improved, and the future looks quite promising. Let me share a few facts with you. In 2022, last year, Kazakhstan has attracted a record amount of direct foreign investment, amounted to $28 billion. This is the highest figure in the last 10 years. So the largest volume of investment went into the mining industry, exceeding $12 billion, or representing an increase of 25% year on year. As the world's economy grows, and its growth is actually strongly associated with the development of the metal-intensive renewable energy infrastructure, the level of foreign direct investment in Kazakhstan mining industry is expected to grow even further. And we are delighted that many of tomorrow's investors in Kazakhstan have joined the forum today and are present in this room. So you are very welcome. Hoş geldiniz. When discussing investment proposals, let's remind ourselves that mining is a strategic business. It can succeed if it is built on the foundation principles, and there are 4 principles. The first one is, of course, the resources. When the geologists are asked, is there any mineral resources in Kazakhstan? Of course, they're saying, yes, there are abundant mineral resources in Kazakhstan. The trick is to find them, which actually leads us to the second principle, knowledge. Mining is a risky business, and mistakes can be extremely costly. And that's why keeping up with the latest technology and efficient management practices is critical to ensure that mining operations are economically viable at all stages, from prospecting down to production of the added value products. The third principle is trust. When a government agency issues an exploration license, it expects that the license holders will do their best to convert the promising mineral area into a full-scale mining operations, creating jobs, paying taxes, and adding value to the local and national economy and communities. On the other hand, the license holders also expect that the state will be consistent with its promises and can guarantee equal, fair, and transparent treatment for all, not just for the few lucky ones. Sustainability is the fourth principle which holds everything together. It usually takes a substantial financial investment and at least 10 years to build a new mine. Miners and investors reasonably expect that after building a mine, they will keep their license to operate, and the mine will remain economically viable for the whole lifespan of mining process. It's also actually worth noting that to maintain sustainability in the mining industry in Kazakhstan should relentlessly work towards reducing the environment footprint and supporting the local communities. We believe that mining in Kazakhstan has reached a pivotal stage. It holds all necessary ingredients to make it a world-class success story. However, we need to constantly adhere to earlier mentioned principles when developing Kazakhstan mining projects and creating legislative acts. Let's also remember that it takes all involved stakeholders to make mining in Kazakhstan a successful business. So, resources, knowledge, trust, and sustainability hold the key to the great future of mining in Kazakhstan. So I invite you all to share your views and concerns during the panel discussion with all the speakers and guests we have invited here to share their wisdom and news with you, and also to cast your opinions using the QR codes and voting for the questions we are prompting you to ask during each session of the forum. And please actually take your phones whenever actually you can and do that. I also actually hope that Kazakhstan will empower you with the knowledge and connections which will greatly help you and your businesses. So on this positive note, I declare the 13th MINEX Kazakhstan Mining Exploration Forum officially open and invites Ms. Kathy Lich, His Majesty's Ambassador to the Republic of Kazakhstan, for the official welcome.